We've always talked about white slave traders, but what if I told you that there were also native Nigerian black slave traders that traded their own people? Here's the story of Mrs. Efunroye Tinubu. She was a very wealthy slave trader. In connivance with the white slave traders, she exported her own people in ships into slavery. Born in 1805 at Egbaland, her name is Tinubu because it was believed that she was gotten from the water goddess. Her first marriage produced 2 sons, but her husband soon died. As a widow and a single mother, she took into business. With the help of her grandmother, she became very successful. In 1833, Madam Tinubu married for the second time to Prince Adele of Lagos, who was in exile. She moved with her new husband to Badagry, but unfortunately, she lost her 2 sons to malaria. But fortune soon smiled on Madam Tinubu. Prince Adele won the right to the throne and became the Oba of Lagos. By the time they moved to Lagos, he has already expanded her business, started dealing in arms, ammunition. She also established a profitable trade in tobacco and salt. Most importantly, she became a slave trader. Now, the Queen of Lagos used her royal authority to solidify her business empire. 4 years after marrying Prince Adele and 2 years after he became the king, Madam Tinubu became a widow again as the Lagos monarch died untimely. Her marriage with Oba Adele produced no fruit. The king had other children from previous marriages. Using her power and influence, helped install Adele's son Oluwole as the new Oba of Lagos. He then married for the 3rd time to Yusufu Bada, who was Oluwole's military advisor. Madam Tinubu continued to grow her business and created a monopoly in the palm oil business and in slave trade as well. The ammunition she got from selling slaves were used in the Yoruba Wars in the 1840s and 1850s. Her business acumen in this area made her very wealthy. Death soon struck again. The Oba of Lagos, Oluwole, died. This time, Madam Tinubu got her brother-in-law, Akitoye, to become the king. This was how powerful she was. In return, he gave her stores in a choice area in Lagos State. At this time, Madam Tinubu has reached the peak of her power. It was said that she had 360 slaves of her own. She also built a mighty residence for herself, this time to reflect her position in Lagos. She was a power broker in deals with the foreigners. Unfortunately, her monopoly and control powers was broken May of 1856 when she challenged the British Counsel Benjamin Campbell. Madam Tinubu was not a fan of Mr. Campbell, whom she believed was interfering her powers in Lagos and the royal authority. She tried to out the British man, but she failed. May 1856, the British Council confronted her with gunboats, forcing her to exile Lagos. She went back to Egba, her origin. Her business continued to flourish. She was given the title Iyalode of Egbaland. This was a title she was never given in Lagos. Died in 1887, and the famous Tinubu Square in Lagos State was named after her. History has it that though she was a trader in the domestic slavery, she eventually fought for the liberation of slaves. When she finally realized the great human tragedy that slavery is, fought the European slave traders for freedom of slaves sold and bought in Lagos.